Good evening, everyone. Today is March 3rd, 2019, and boy, today we went to some get some dim sum on. We got some dim sum on dim sum. To be honest with you, because I eat 99% plant based, I and 1% everything else. I pretty much had a smorgasbord of crazy stuff, and like like shrimps, porks, and tripes, and just a lot of different stuff, and I loved it. But that's just once in a blue moon. Anyhow, what I wanted to talk about today, what I realized today was, first of all, um, I'm trying to figure out how to open up more space in this thing in my brain to intake more information because, these days I just feel like I'm taking in stuff and it's not really sitting. So I got to find a way to break through that. Number two, because first of all, my son has just turned one in a few days, right? Old or actually one, two, three, one in a week basically, and 1 year in a week, and the first year was just so much packed in and so much happened, and it really shifted my mentality and my heart, and in such a good way. And I know many parents out there really feel the same way, and it's been extraordinary. And I'm looking forward to many years, down the line. So, but the thing I want to really talk about here is, I'm watching him grow, and I feel so lucky, first of all, to really just watch him grow and take those steps, right? And now he's in the step where he's a year and a week right now, and every day he's getting more and more curious about stuff, and he's getting stronger and stronger, right? And so he's picking up like my jam box, right, which is this 5 pound little stereo system, and you can see him like really grunt and just really determined to lift it up, right? He's getting into so much stuff, right? And I had this conversation with my wife, and the conversation was basically, part of me looks at him and he goes, wow, is because he's getting into so much stuff, is this going to wear him out eventually, like burnout, right? Because I have the fear of burnout, because I go to extremes a lot of times, and eventually I get burned out of something, and which is probably part of my karma, because if I get burned out, I've got to find a way to refresh it, so that I can get back on track and to get to that next level. That's where I'm at right now. But the other part of me, with this observation, is he's just so fascinated with life, right, and things around him. My wife basically mentioned that he's been watching us, right, and now that he's getting stronger, he is able to, he's almost going to start to walk, like it's any day now, right? As soon as he decides, he's going to start to walk, right? And I'm watching this, and he's just so fascinated with so many different things, and he doesn't want to go to sleep. He stays up super late. He just wants to soak in life as much as possible, and he's almost helping me get reinvigorated, and well, he is helping me get reinvigorated. Not as almost helping me, but he's helping me become reinvigorated and finding new meaning in life. And I mean, it stems on so many facets of life, right? Like I'm writing new music. I'm seeing acting in a whole different direction. What I want to do for film, how I want to be a part of it. And I'm open to how I can be of service, right? a lot more, in film, music, life, community, family, friends, just be of service better. And, I used to always hear people go, it's always about, how can you be best of service, right? And I just thought, what the fuck does that mean, right? What the fuck does being of service mean? And I'm really starting to understand that, and because my son is teaching me that. Actually, my family is teaching me that, because I am essentially, I like to joke around about this, right? But essentially, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, right? I'm here to really just support, my wife and my son as best as possible, and always possible. And it's whatever they need and whatever they want. I've got to go, go do it for them, right? And also finding time for myself, which is a challenge, right? But finding time for myself to create and to continue working towards, my vision for this year, and for the next 2 to 5 years, right? So, yeah, so it's insane. It's amazingly insane. It's opening my heart so much more, and I'm so grateful for this. So that's essentially, excuse me, pardon me. Oh God, how rude am I? But that's what I wanted to share today. It's just amazing. So anyhow, thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And thanks for watching this 365-day challenge on day 62 of my video journaling. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Let's win. Bam.